Previously on Eden Zero, Shiki has been teleported to the same battleground where Weisz and Killer are going at it, and Shiki has found himself unable to move. Rebecca has been vanished by the clown, and Killer is playing lowball, creating a scenario where Weisz sees the last moments of his dying mother. How will our heroes overcome this situation? Let's find out. Alright, Eden Zero? Oh, little Pino leading some baby ducks. Chapter 192, Weisz vs. Killer. Weisz finds himself over the hospital bed of his mother. He slowly says, "Mom?" She weakly speaks to him. "Oh, Weisz, see how you've grown. Come closer." This is really giving me some Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. "Take my hand, Peter." Weisz is obviously shaken. She says, "Let me get a good look at you," as he slowly walks towards her. His mother says, "Oh, get rid of that grumpy scowl. It's ruining your handsome face." Weisz sneers and says, "This is some sick joke." His mother questions him as he slams his gun against the wall, and he growls, "You're just a hologram." Killer suddenly appears behind Weisz and says, "Aw, I didn't expect you to figure it out so soon." I mean, dude, why else would she be here like this? If that was the situation, I'm pretty sure he'd figure out this wasn't real. Weisz scowls at Killer behind him as the image of his mother disappears. Weisz draws his gun on Killer as Killer mocks Weisz, saying, "But you're thinking, she's dead. She can't be here." And still, the sight of her still shakes you up, because that's how humans are. They're weak. Weisz responds, "Yeah, that's what we call emotion. Ever heard of it? Guess not. Your functions are lower level than the shining stars." But before Weisz can fire, Killer types away at an invisible keyboard, and just as Weisz pulls the trigger, an invisible barrier forms around Killer, absorbing all of the gunfire. Weisz realizes that Killer has formed a protection matrix around him, so Weisz reaches out to the panel behind him and starts ripping out the wires. Oh no, he's gripping at the wires. Weisz has sent a current surging through the walls towards Killer, letting loose a massive explosion right next to him. Killer is a bit impressed and says, "Wow, real-time modding, huh?" But then he types away yet again and says, "But this is my dimension. I'm not going to let you do things your way." As the scene around Weisz starts to reconfigure into a massive cube enclosing the two of them, Weisz is shocked and says, "What? Empty space?" Killer states, "Your power is dependent on your environment. The more machines around, the greater your strength. But with no machines, your power is useless." Weisz drops his gun to the ground and says, "You didn't do all your homework, kid. I have more than one battle style." As Weisz's watch activates and brings out Arsenal Land Mode, his battle armor forming around him. Twin machine guns pop out of Weisz's wrists. The Weisz cannon as he fires upon Killer. Killer brings up his protection matrix again, but Weisz's armor actually manages to break through, damaging Killer in the process. Killer types away again, summoning a horde of drones right above Weisz as they unleash Assault Bit Laser. But Weisz easily manages to dodge the drone's onslaught of gunfire. Weisz then manages to get in close to Killer and delivers a massive blow to Killer's midsection as he says, "Sorry, but your bots are outmatched against me." Killer looks down in shock and says, You wouldn't. You can't mod me." But Weisz unleashes Mortal Crash against Killer. But Killer types away again, activating a protection code, much to Weiss's shock, as Weisz realizes he can't modify Killer. Meanwhile, Killer completes his analysis of Weiss's suit. Killer then types away again and activates jammer code as Weiss's suit starts to disappear. Killer then activates a weapons and executes weapons generating script, forming a massive blade in his hand called the Assassin's Blade, slashing away at Weiss's midsection. And with a sneer, Killer starts slashing away at Weiss's body. Killer then cries out, "You're finished," as he goes in for the final blow, only to be blocked. by Wise's overdrive mode. Much to Killer's shock, Weisz then forms a massive metallic fist in his right hand and unleashes it as an attack. Metallica Explosion! Metallica, just like the band. Ooh, a massive chain of explosions go off all around Killer as Weisz cries out, "No, you're finished." But Killer smirks down at Weisz. As a tube comes crashing down between them, and in this tube, taking Weisz off guard, is his mother? That can't be real. Weisz shouts, "Oh please," as if I'd fall for that same hologram trick. But Killer simply says, "You really think that's what this is? Have you considered that maybe your mother is still alive?" Your mother died from an unknown cause. It was actually Draken's life absorption device that killed her. But you and the doctors couldn't have known that. What did they do with your allegedly dead mother's body? Weisz, shaking, states, "On Norma, we returned them to the Earth. They buried her, right?" Killer says, "What if they didn't? What if the doctor switched her body out and secretly dissected it to find the true cause of her malady? And is it possible that during that process they miraculously managed to breathe life back into her?" Weisz shouts, "No, that's not possible." Killer states, "Of course not. So I'm sure you'll have no problem destroying this capsule." Weisz shouts, "If I destroy this capsule." Weisz shouts, "No, don't." And Killer sneers, "And that is human weakness, my dear Weisz. You will never defeat me." Personally, I don't think that's his mom. I can't believe that it's his mom. It's too much of a roundabout thing for anyone to do. Just be holding on to his mother's body after all this time. Yeah, something about that just doesn't add up enough. But if it's true, then damn. Really does make me wonder how Weisz gets around that. But it's just too convenient, especially with the rest of the crew of Edens having lost the majority of their parents. I mean, they're pretty much all orphans. For Weisz just up and get his mother back, I don't know, that feels weird. And it's very much like Killer to just try to prey upon what he finds to be a weakness. And it wouldn't be the first time Weisz went into a battle in a very emotional state, and that just ended up making him stronger as a whole. So, it is a question, how does Weisz manage to overcome this and use it as a form of fuel to fight back? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This was a really interesting fight, but technological shenanigans abound, so it's a little bit kind of hard to follow with the constant, "No you, no you, no you, no you." But ultimately, we also know Weisz has activated his overdrive. Killer hasn't activated his battle drive. So, it's really hard to say if Weisz will actually end up with the upper hand in the end. So again, let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. Subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video, or don't. I ain't your daddy, but I love it like one. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye!